issue, Japan also had to deal with major food and energy shortages. Coal had long been the primary source of energy in Japan, but coal production had suffered a significant blow when the Chinese and Korean prisoners of war, who had been forced to work in the mines, simply refused to work anymore. The supply of food also suffered major shortages due to inefficiencies in the feudal nature of Japanese agricultural production, especially when compared to other developed nations at the time. This was in spite of many of the unemployed returning to the land. And there was still another major issue in play as well: inflation. Large volumes of currency had flown into the monetary system after the war ended, largely from provisional military expenses. This was the salaries for demobilized soldiers, payments for completed orders of military goods, advance payments, compensation for losses, and so on. But it wasn't all bad. After all, Japan before the war had been among the most powerful nations in the world, with a strong economic backbone and a highly educated and trained workforce.
Inclement weather seen to be the reason behind the Philippines' lower economic growth in the third quarter of 2024. Jackie Pascual reports.
The Philippine economy slows down in the third quarter, growing only at 5.2%. That's the lowest since the second quarter of last year and lower than the previous quarter's 6.4%.
Japan has a long history of high-quality education. It has one of the best educated old generations. Social gap in literacy has increased in many countries, including in Japan. So the skills gap between people from well-educated backgrounds and people from poorly educated backgrounds, that
goods are an added burden. Numbers from the Philippine Statistics Authority show more Filipinos joined the ranks of those living in poverty in 2021 from 2018. The percentages rose from 16.7% to 18.1%, or nearly 20 million people last year from over 17 million 3 years.
Government were approved for the first time in 26 years. Major issues deliberated include surging prices following
The second highest official of the government is accusing the Marcos administration of political persecution following the budget slash and amid a probe into her alleged fund misuse.
The Office of the Vice President would like to express our deepest gratitude to all the lawyers, doctors, and other professionals who are helping the personnel affected by the ongoing crisis in the office.